to my kitchen. We had an awesome day today, as evidenced by the pile of dishes that are still in my sink that I haven't cleaned yet. But I'm not worried about it because it's been a gorgeous summer day and they'll get cleaned by my kids after dinner. Isn't that nice of me? I'm making power pesto meatballs tonight, and I wanted to invite you into my kitchen and show you because I think this recipe is kind of special. I was inspired by this recipe by Danielle Walker's Eat What You Love cookbook. It's actually her recipe, but we know that I have a hard time following recipes, so I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna make this. I make this very simple ground meat meal. I like ground meat because one, it's pretty affordable. Two, it's so easy to make and not mess up. You don't have to worry about these cuts of meat that are, you know, really nice cuts of meat and in having to season them and salt them ahead of time or marinate them and then how you're gonna cook them. With ground meat, you season it, you cook it, and especially in the summertime, it goes on the grill if you have a grill that works. I do not, ours is broken, and you just can't go wrong. And I really like using ground turkey, and I always wanna make sure, or wanna tell you, if you're gonna do ground turkey or chicken, try to go for the dark stuff because the dark stuff is where there's more fat, and friends, where there's more fat, there's more flavor. So I've got 3 pounds of organic ground turkey meat that I got from Costco. Now this recipe, Power Pesto Meatballs, has a secret ingredient. And that secret ingredient, you're like, is it pesto? Well, sure, pesto is the flavor. But Nina, what's the power? The power, friends, is in this bag. This is a bag I just got from my farmer. I try to order these I get every 2-week delivery. I hadn't ordered in a while because I just kind of forgot. But liver is a wonderful, oh, I didn't tell you what they were. Livers! Liver. So much iron, so much nutrition. And nobody in my family likes liver, including me. So what I'm gonna do with these Power Pesto meatballs, in my 3 pounds of ground turkey, is hide liver in it. So let's show you, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna do. Okay, here we go. I just got my ground turkey. Ooh, now you can see I'm wearing my house shorts. I promise I don't wear these out in public. All right, so I've got my ground meat over here. I've got my food processor right here because this is where we're gonna go ahead and make the pesto. But before we get started on the pesto, I'm gonna use my saute skillet. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna use my saute skillet, my cast iron skillet, and start sauteing the livers. So what I appreciate about this is I've made livers in the past. I soak them in lemon so that they get any of the impurities out. I've made a liver pate, which I have to say I kind of recommend. Pates are amazing. The secret ingredient that makes pates taste good is butter. I mean, let's just be honest. You're eating like 1 part butter to every 1 part liver when you eat pate. If you want a pate recipe, guys, I have a good one. I'll let me know and I'll go ahead and send it to you. But what I like about this liver recipe is that you can't taste these organ meats. Now, our farmer out here, when we moved to Front Royal, started sneaking hearts. Well, he doesn't sneak it. It says it right on the bag, chicken liver heart combo. But I'm gonna put this in my stuff too, but I'm not gonna tell my kids. There's a heart. Ugh. So what this is gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and warm this skillet up with some oil. And it's so simple. Oh yeah, I didn't finish my thought. I'm so sorry. Facebook Lives are nerve-wracking to me. The thing with pate is it requires kind of a process. You know, you're seasoning and then you're sauteing, and it's totally worth it. And you're doing your butter seal. What's so easy about this recipe is I'm just gonna go ahead and do a simple saute with this liver. I'm gonna simply fry up meatballs. That's it. So it does not require anything precious. So anybody can follow this recipe. So I've got my cast iron skillet. It's heating up. My tripod is losing its sticky stick. Hold on. It's heating up, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some avocado oil on it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my livers to, there we go, now it'll stay. I'm gonna go ahead and add my livers to my saute pan as it gets warm. So we kind of want the pan to give us a little bit of a sizzle. So in order for me to make sure that my pan is hot enough, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and add my oil and spread it around. I love my cast iron skillet. I use it every day. Just want to get your fingers wet, and as soon as you splash it and it sizzles, you know it's ready. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse these livers off real fast. I mentioned a minute ago, it's a good technique when you're using organ meats to go ahead and soak organ meats in lemon water. You can do that for maybe 6 hours or so before you cook it. You can even soak them overnight. Don't be alarmed, it changes the color a little bit, but what I've read is it does remove any impurities. Now, one thing I will say about this liver, which I'm so happy about, is I got this from our farmer who's got his chickens on pasture and who feeds them only organic feed and doesn't feed them soy. And so I'm not too worried about any impurities that are in this liver. If you've ever gotten liver from the store, you guys are like, who gets liver? Nina, you're weird. If you've ever gotten liver from the store, you'll notice that sometimes it's like discolored. It'll be like, look how, okay, let's just say, this is probably not the shining moment to get on Facebook Live and see this. Do you see how pretty and silky smooth this liver is? It's deep red. Does that look like a chicken that was having a hard time to you? That is a beautiful liver. I'm not worried about that liver. I'm not worried about that chicken. That chicken had a good life, friends. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lay these livers on my saute pan, and while they're cooking, he gave me 3 hearts. Ugh. I might not put that in my thing. Maybe I will. You know what? Let's be brave. Just say, Nina, let's be brave. All right, I'm gonna go out and harvest my basil for my pesto. Because what's nice about this recipe, guys, is we're not gonna go ahead and dirty a whole bunch of, you guys are gonna see my dirty laundry room. We're not gonna dirty a whole bunch of appliances for this. We're gonna make the food processor do its magic. Here's my pretty basil. I'll go ahead and just take this here. Uh-oh, I didn't bring my scissors out. And I like a really strong pesto flavor in this recipe, so I'm gonna use a lot of basil. So there's my basil. I have a secret to growing and not killing your basil. It's actually a shade plant, apparently. At least in my yard. I used to always have my basil in the blaring sunlight with all the rest of my herbs. And they would always die. And I put these 2 basil bushes on my back patio, and I've had great success with this basil. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this basil in my food processor. We're gonna go ahead and go on to the pesto part. The pesto part is gonna require our bunches of basil. I just went ahead and added the stems. I've got organic pine nuts from Costco. I went to Costco and this is the only organic nuts I could find. I was kind of disappointed. Now you can saute these pine nuts. You can totally do that. It's beautiful. If you saute them in some butter and garlic, it brings out the toasted flavor in the pesto. But you know what? I'm on a time crunch tonight. It's Friday night. We played super hard today. I want dinner on the table in the next 10 minutes. So I'm not gonna toast my pine nuts. But I'm gonna tell you guys, if you have the time, and you want to do that, I recommend it. So there's your pine nuts. Pesto is great with garlic. We're going to go ahead and add about 3 cloves of garlic to the food processor. And I'm going to give this a good whir. I'm pretty sure that's a word. We're going to give it a whir and make sure everything gets into the chunkiness, the texture, the size that we want before we take the time to add our oil to our pesto. So, it's a good recipe, guys. Now I'm trying to think ahead, like, oh crap, I know that I'm giving my family these power pesto meatballs, but I don't really know what I'm cooking with it. So, what should I serve with these guys? So the last time I served them, so what they're gonna be is they're gonna be like little sliders, like little slider sized. Obviously the pesto flavor is really, really good. I could serve them with, obviously, a salad, which is kind of like, I feel like I've had a lot of salad lately. I mean, it's summer. Can you really have enough salad in the summertime? I've served them with just a side of roasted vegetables, which I suppose I could do. I don't know. I've served them, oh, we can dip them in a marinara sauce. I could do that. I could just make it, like, put a little bowl of sauce on the table and we can all dip them. All right, so I got 4 cloves of garlic going into my food processor, and I'm just gonna go ahead and whip this up. So the ingredients in pesto: pine nuts, basil, garlic. We got 2 more, friends. Well, 3 more. Lemon juice, olive oil, and salt. That's it. So once again, we don't need to be precious about measuring at all. We can go ahead and use our senses and, oh, here we go. I was gonna say, I can't find my lemon squeezer. Here we go. I will say, don't put your lemon seeds in the pesto because they don't taste very good. All right, so once again, if you're just now popping on here, I'm gonna go ahead and feed my kids liver and heart tonight. But they're not gonna know it because I'm burying the liver, chicken liver, and the chicken heart deep in the mixture of 3 pounds of ground turkey and a whole big old fat pile of beautiful, rich, fresh, oh, there's all my lemon seeds, pesto. So let's just get this done. I'm pulling out my lemon seeds from my pesto. Oh, friends. Oh no. Someone's gonna get a nice, like nasty old bitter lemon seed in their thing. All right, so I just put the lemon juice in. I'm gonna go ahead and add my salt, add my oil, and then give it a good mix. I need to flip my livers too because I can tell that they are rocking and rolling over there. So let's go ahead and flip them. So what we're looking for in the livers, guys, is we're just looking to make sure that they're done all the way through. Yeah, so I let that guy go a little bit long. This doesn't actually have to be too perfect because we're gonna grind them all up. I put the heat on medium high, and I just wanna make sure that they're cooked until any pink, I know this looks so unappetizing. I just wanna cook until any pink is gone. Thanks, Rhonda. Rhonda's tasted my pesto. Rhonda, that was a dairy-free pesto that I made. And this one is also gonna be dairy-free, but yeah, thank you. I know that we put like zucchini in our pesto last time. I was trying to like give it body, right? So that was good. Thank you. I'm glad you remembered that. That was some good pesto. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my olive oil, about a half cup. And salt. I was gonna say there's one more thing. I need to add salt to it. All right, so what's so great about this is once I get this pesto all mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and just scoop it, put it aside in another bowl. Or I can actually, maybe I could even just mix the livers in with it. What do you guys think? That might actually work. All right, let's give her a taste. Basil's so good. If I could say there was a true taste of summer, like on like a hand, like it'd be lemon, it'd be basil, watermelon, duh. What are the tastes of summer, guys? I know you guys are like, liver. Liver is the taste of summer. Just kidding. We're gonna make it so you can't taste the liver. That's the point. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow what Danielle says because I trust her more than I trust myself. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one more whirl so the pine nuts break down. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this pesto to another bowl, and we're gonna go ahead and throw our livers in here. We're gonna make them a paste. They're about done. Hey, Cohen's back, guys. Hey, Cooking with Cohen. Tell him what you did today, bud.
I'm getting water, so yeah.
He's getting water. Here you go, I got your stool for you. I'm gonna use your stool. There he is. Want to tell him hi? Oh, water on the ground. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this pesto out of here. So today we went to the skate park with the kids. Had a really, really lazy week in the sense that I just really needed to like shut out all activity this week. I said no a couple of times. I'm usually a yes mom. It felt really, really good. We had several afternoons that sort of just felt like they kind of drug on. Kids wandered around the house and found various things to do and kind of just got lost, like in their room, on the hammock. It was such a nice week, and it's been gorgeous weather here in Virginia, so we're all just loving it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and transfer this pesto into this bowl right here. You ready, buddy?
Yeah.
So what I'm looking for in my, did I say transfer my pesto? Transfer my liver. I'm looking for no more red, and I think we pretty much got it. In fact, we might have overdone it a tiny bit. But I've got 3 real healthy livers in here.
Going to me.
Point to you. Okay, let's actually go show them our liver.
Okay.
Okay, I got 3 healthy livers in here. You guys are all like, don't ever go to Nina's house. She hides things in her ground meat.
Hi.
What do you think about this recipe, Cohen? Is it good?
I am making dinner lunch.
We're making dinner.
So, Mom's making dinner.
Yeah, you want to tell them what we're making? Okay, we're making meatballs.
We're making meatballs.
So Cohen, what do you think we should eat with our meatballs?
Like some bread.
Oh, some bread? Meatballs and bread? Okay. All right, we got, this is about the end of our Facebook Live. So if you've been hanging in here watching me scurry around my kitchen looking for my spatula, because I can never find my spatula, you're amazing for hanging with us, you guys. But this is what we're gonna do. This is how easy this recipe is. You watch this real time. It's 6 o'clock. Oh, shucks. And so we're gonna be all right. We're gonna make it. My pan, as you can hear, is already hot. But already here we've got, in this bowl, our pesto.
Yeah, a pesto.
Next, what's going in is our, what is this? What's going in, Cohen?
This is going in here.
Our liver. Can you say liver?
Liver.
And hearts.
Yeah, liver.
Liver and chicken hearts. And it's kind of this like creamy paste. And that's what we want, because we want this to go in our ground meat so smooth. Now, another rule of thumb, you guys, is that for me personally, for every pound of ground meat that I use, I put about a teaspoon of sea salt. So now, because I already salted my pesto, I'm gonna probably only put 2 teaspoons. You see that? I've got that, I've got that. And the next thing that's gonna go in here is this ground meat. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this with my hands, form it into patties, throw it back on that saute pan. We're gonna have dinner plated in 10. And I promise you, this is so good. I'm gonna post the recipe on this thread. Please tell me you've tried it. Please promise me you'll get your chicken livers from a farmer that has chickens on pasture. And tell me how great this is. You guys, in this recipe, you're getting so much iron. 1 ounce of liver is 628% of your daily intake of iron. Now, we don't need 627% of our daily intake in iron, and so you don't need to have an entire ounce of liver. And that's what's beautiful about this. There's only, I mean, with the 3 pounds of meat, you're really not gonna taste it. And it's just, there's so much body, there's so much deliciousness with the pesto. I think you'll really enjoy this recipe. Hey, Cohen, he's sharpening knives over here. Cohen, do you wanna tell them Happy Friday?
Yeah, and watch this.
Wow, you are a ninja. All right, everybody.
And so we're making dinner, and
I'm gonna take those from you now. All right, say and thank you. Have a good weekend. What did you want to say?
we're making dinner, and
Does this smell good?
yeah, and we need water and milk for the dinner.
Yeah, water and milk and bread. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sweetie. Have a great night, you guys. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.